Всем привет. Что, полетаем дальше?
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Ocean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Eusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put their resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude, visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying a plane. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle, so Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Нужно найти ракетную шахту и дать сельмонетку для бомбардировщика.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with a circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
The bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Soldiers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They've completely lost it. You can bet on it. They're after you,
End this madness.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
Bunker buster away. That was a mistake. No structure is visible.
Strata 1, target acquired.
We have to break. I'm hit.
Fox 2. Target is in range of guns.
Size of the missile launched from the silo is off the charts.
Let's do this. This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off.
The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Their bomber is right on target. We need to take down the craft guiding the strikes.
Strider 1, we have coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Look, there's fire shooting up from the ground.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
They decided. This is good.
Target is in machine gun range.
Missile.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Caution.
Alright, now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next?
The enemy's looking to engage. Watch your back.
Ah, the sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Where's the explosion? Looks like this wasn't one of the real silos.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Breaking out of lock.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile.
Missile, evade!
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Caution.
The bomb hit, but there's nothing but a big cloud of dirt. That silo must have been a decoy.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Another fire. Lock on.
Strider 1, we have the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
The targeting pod failed to guide the bomb to the target.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bunker buster away.
did it. That takes care of that. Nice work.
Bandit under 6.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off his leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird freed from its cage.
Missile.
We're behind them. Don't let them get in the way.
Missile. Missile.
The warhead should be a
Missile.
standard weapon for the fight. Bunker buster away.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
Missile.
There's only one silo remaining. Enemy has a lock on you.
They're coming. Bailing.
3 minutes remaining. Trigger, the bomb has been dropped.
Missile. Missile.
All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait. What the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Missile.
Breaking hostile lock.
Missile.
Missiles evading.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Trigger, enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Confirmed signature on our radar.
Flying. Attacking.
Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
They have a lock on me. Getting out of lock. Breaking.
He dodged it. Strider 4, Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile inbound, missile inbound.
Missile. Missile.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
Missile. Missile.
Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming.
Enemy missile detected. Evading. I'm spiked. Evading.
I've got a sitting duck here.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Missile tracking.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Breaking
Missile.
lock. Evading.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired. The target will soon reach critical altitude. All of the missiles have been destroyed.
That was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us sweating up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arusia only has...
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erusia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Aslan's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here is already signed up with us.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, following wind. Luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti.
Caution. Pull up.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself.
Caution.
The best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Strider 1 has crashed.
Бывает.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Good. Maintain your current course.
Pull up.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Caution. Pull up.
Stay out of their sight.
Caution.
Strider,
Pull
Aslan's
up.
one. Our current ETA matches yours.
Pull up.
Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
Pull up.
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their
Pull up.
wills.
That ain't funny.
Caution.
Everyone else good at jokes. Okay, we'll follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Pull up.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there.
Caution.
We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. Now, the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
Caution. Caution.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride. Go down. Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give him a beating.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Keep bringing him down.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from? Fire off the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Yes, they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Aslan's one. Arrived at the AO. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. We're on time. The base is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Target down and out.
Caution.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Forecaster. Hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies in the LZ.
Missile.
Bringing away. Missile closing on me.
Target in gun range. Fox 2. We need you to immediately destroy anything that'll jeopardize the landing.
Missile.
Strider 3, Fox 2. Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Get away from that missile.
Move target down. Friendly shot down.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Check that bandit behind you.
The timing couldn't be worse. This puts our delivery staff in danger.
Missile.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Enemy's got a lock.
This is Atlas 1, landing now.
Missile.
Trust your allies and keep
Missile.
moving. This base is ours for
Missile.
taking.
Missile.
Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Pull up.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of them for us.
Strider Squadron, do it quickly, or we'll lose the element of surprise.
Air support is on its way.
Missile.
Bandit attack. Trying again.
That's the last of our air guns. They've all been taken out.
Getting on a rock. Breaking. Evading enemy missile.
Fox 2.
The enemy gun is counterattack. Damage to our unit is at 20%.
Keep firing!
Target locked.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
You're mine.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Pull up.
Vehicle eliminated. Target eliminated. Great work.
Missile.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Locked on bandit. All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain. I really do. But this is war.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
We've confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Breaking. Breaking.
Missile.
Chaffin flares launched. We still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
We need
2 remaining.
to take them down.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Ambush. Stay calm. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Missile.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
One last enemy fighter.
This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
We're behind them. Don't let them get in the way.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
Missile. Missile.
That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last of them. We've achieved air superiority.
Missile away. Bon voyage.
Caution. Pull up.
That's it. If we take out those 2, we can force our way inside the facility.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to find and send my buddies in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Charge! Tear down that barricade!
go.
This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Whew. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law.
Stall warning.
We've even brought pizza.
Stall warning.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
Stall warning.
No joke.
Caution. Pull up.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. We'll do the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. Turn right. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff. By the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strike 1. Attack missed.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Scout is stacking the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Missile.
Cute.
Missile.
Ah, it's real funny.
Missile.
Strike now! I need to get away. Thinking! Fox 2.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Star warning.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Bandit behind you.
Missile. Missile.
Dodge that missile.
Missile.
This one's mine.
They dodged it.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Right to the sky. Too bad for those guys.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Main, continuing attack.
Splash 1!
Breaking!
Bandit behind you. Bandit down. Target acquired.
Warning! Bandit on your 6!
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Missile fired. Evading.
Missile.
Breaking to escape arm. I've lost control. I'm taking fire. Still flight capable.
Fox 2. We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Call reinforcement! Damn it! Should have done it sooner! It's no use! We have to retreat!
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Anti-air gun eliminated.
Okay, Trigger. Mark is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Bandit behind you.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Missile. Missile.
They took out Strider 1.
Когда уже успели вспомнить.
Our troops have engaged at Frabanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Really putting pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and just to show you guys how it's done.
Missile.
I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Missile.
Strider 1, the return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Missile.
Cute. Ah, it's real funny.
Missile.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Right to the sky. Too bad for those guys.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Use your familiarity to beat back the enemy in front. We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Javelin flares launched.
You're mine!
Missile.
Pay attention! Break!
Missile. Missile.
Need more air support. Enemy can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Missile.
Breaking off! I'm hit!
Conditions keep changing. This battle is ugly. Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
They got me! Ejecting!
You dodged it!
Missile closing. Evade.
Missile.
Strider 2. Fox 2.
Strider 1, you've got their attention.
Friendly down.
Strider 1. Enemy is locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Call reinforcement! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Strider 1, missile away.
Stall warning.
Bailing out! Missile! Breaking! Hostile has a lock.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Stall warning.
Trigger, head
Oh,
for either
wow.
area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
I'm on his back.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Vehicle eliminated.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Okay, Trigger. The park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, rifle.
Missile.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile.
Low morale is our real issue right now. They
Missile.
shouldn't have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
They have a lock on me.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Say goodbye.
We can't let the enemy take this position. Kill them all.
Target shot down.
If you let them through, we're as good as dead.
Missile in the air. Evade.
Roger. The park will be secured. The Uzi and Big Shot clear the way.
I am the field. Strider 1, missile launched.
Right. Breaking away.
Stall warning.
These guys just won't give up.
Rifle. Tank is destroyed.
Look at what's left of our forces.
Same side
Damn
down.
that 3 strikes.
Caution.
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes
AC
is here.
eliminated. Vehicle eliminated. Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that. HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Hold your ground.
Destroy the enemy's left fleet and then we can regroup.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
You never know what's going to happen in naval warfare. Stay vigilant.
Locked on.
Target acquired.
Reduce altitude. Fly between the buildings.
Continue the attack. Aircraft lost.
Stall
Ejecting.
warning.
Fox 2.
Missile closing. Evading.
Stall warning.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
We can still win As long as we don't give up.
Frank! I'm on its back.
Missile evaded.
Now, support teams, open fire!
Fall back 900 yards. 3 strikes is here.
Enemy ranks are crumbling in there. Attack the right flank. This is our chance.
Strider 1 is bagged and banded.
The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it! The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up Helm Squadron in the submerged area.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
This is the Stork. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Missile.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Missile.
Fox 2. Target in gun range.
Take units, advance!
Target acquired.
This is turning into an absolute nightmare. There's no end.
We've lost half our men? What about the reinforcements?
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile.
Use the binoculars. 3 strikes train them.
All it takes is
Missile.
one good GPS to locate allies.
Use that bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need.
Missile. Stall warning.
I've been spiked.
Stall warning.
Eyeball to Ostrich. Take care of Niner Sierra for us. Roger. We'll provide supporting fire along with Stork. Our target is Niner Sierra. Prepare the first volley. Ready. Fire! Enemy backup is coming. They're defending HQ.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Missile.
Bandit is firing!
Missile.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Eyeball. Give us a report. You overstood it. Thanks for the fire support. Roger.
Don't let him any closer.
Drive the enemy back. Take out these pets.
Bandit down. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood. All right. Understood.
Understood.
The harder the
Understood.
battle, the less likely it goes according to plan. They aren't as good as the ones on Silver Bridge.
22 ракеты всего осталось.
You can see just how hard we're pushing from up here.
Strider 1, Fox 2. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble. Check the port
You
side.
don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next. Target eliminated.
HQ, this is 1-2. We've eliminated the enemy resistance.
Missile.
1, 2, and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
Missile. Missile.
I've been spiked.
Missile. Missile.
inbound.
Missile.
I thought it would be easier to survive the battle. Time to attack!
Hostile vessel destroyed. 2 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile.
I want to be a badass and free guy.
The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow.
Say goodbye.
Strider 1, missile away.
Missile. Missile.
You're out of chaff and flares. Target acquired.
Missile.
Grab you, Fox 2.
Enemy missile. 0. Missile.
Missile, evade.
Missile. Missile.
Dodge! There's just too many of them!
1 minute remaining.
Damn enemy air support. They're the ones who turn the tide. Breaking out of luck.
Ammunition 0.
Seconds remaining.
Set lane. That's 3 strikes. Stay under and we'll survive.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a lock on me.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
Mr. X.
What's going on here? I don't know. Just it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. That should prove to be fun. What do you mean?
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
One ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
I see they've still got a little pilot.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
I'm on my target's tail.
Sub-5 is hit.
Missile.
Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Strider 1 was shot down.
Надо было ракеты брать до воздуха.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
That should prove to be fun.
Missile.
What do you mean? It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Fox 2.
What's this guy eating to fly like that?
Still got one pilot.
Good ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Cyclops 3, break! Missile inbound!
Looks like they're on our tail.
Missile. Missile.
Target locked.
Missile. Missile.
This target's still active.
Missile.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Not bad. They're as good as Wood says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
Coordinate with the pilots. Don't let yourselves be distracted by focusing on the leader.
Soul 5 is hit.
Behind my target.
Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Missile.
You did well.
Missile.
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Missile.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Strider 1, watch your
Cyclops 3. I've been hit. We gotta eject.
Each target.
Take him out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. On his back. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What? I'm hit!
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Missile launched.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger.
Missile.
My boys won't let you have it.
Missile.
Fox 2,
Missile.
Fox 2.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Target was not struck.
Caution.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6. Shit!
Stall warning.
He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad.
He's acting as a decoy. He has absolute trust in his allies, I see.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Missile.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman! Missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2. You're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
Stall warning.
The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Wilco count.
Scratch the last escort.
You're holding your
You need
own
to
out.
be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk.
Missile hit.
Good job.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Spawn.
My Data won't update.
My HUD
Damn
is
it.
glitching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabante's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit!
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. It's Erusian military.
Target destroyed.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target acquired. Fox 2.
Pull up.
What? We're taking fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
It's Erusian.
что какая-нибудь ебаная антенна.
Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns? It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire. ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
If we do not ruin our ideals, what point is there in living? That's the two things this country.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You want us to wait and see if they're friendly?
It's Erusian military. Strider Squadron. Identify the unknowns along the route. Strider 1, APC destroyed. Missile away. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Careful, it's hard to maintain a lock in the clouds. Strider 1, target destroyed. In gun range. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Jet, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on. It's people. Understand that.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Those that protect General Labarth are the real patriots. Onward!
Missile.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
Strider 1, target acquired.
remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Missile.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle eliminated.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
This is a message.
Here comes a traitor, Lamar.
Ask yourself.
This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Caution. Pull up.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
Stall warning. Caution.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess.
Stall warning.
The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
This is what got us into this mess. There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Missile did not connect.
Missile.
Strider 1, don't ice up.
3 strikes confirmed.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
He dodged it. I'm behind my target.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
I can't shake it. Fox 2.
This is one of ours.
Missile.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. The info just came through.
What's wrong with the move? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Received by the ace with the experimental squadron. Did you forget?
here! We can't hold off!
Missile. Missile.
ID is Erusian military.
Talks. Please, watch over the future we live through. I have you are a true patriot.
Great, enemy has a lock.
They shut down one of us.
Strider 1, don't ice up.
Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
Missile.
My infantry can come from. I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
I've been spiked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Adios, buddy.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
Caution. Pull up.
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission.
Ну, нас ЦА5T убили.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Missile away. Warning, enemy has a read on you.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Now those guys are part of Lucia's people unit. How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
You heard the call. There are no friendlies out there.
Caution.
Fire on that vehicle.
Caution. Pull up.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
The head of our organization. We need to know at once. Take out Eddie in autonomous mode.
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Strider 3 launching missile. They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed. Fox 2.
Strider 2, check your 6. Strider 1, Fox 2. Target is in machine gun range.
We have no choice. Fire!
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tanker incident.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Missile. Missile.
Our generalist fall has led to another power struggle with the Erusian military. It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
We're unidentified aircraft to the drones. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
They took out Strider 1.
members of a military group calling itself the Free
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Strutter 1 has crashed.
Походу будет 100-500 миллионов повторов.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erudians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Strutter 1, Fox 2.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are working. It's the school Jordan workshop. 3 strikes confirmed.
How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere.
No shooting. Ultimate beating. Serious to fight. You're not just instinct.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
My engine's been hit. Where did it come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly. No, the attack was an unintentional mistake.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erudian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War.
Radio? You have one in your cockpit?
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good.
Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erudian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Squad, friendly squad. Patriot of my duty is calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off! Get them before they get us! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. We're taking fire from vehicles blocking our path!
If a drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like the fuel unit.
Missile.
So?
Missile.
General,
Missile.
talks.
Missile.
Watching the
Missile.
future we move from the high heavens.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Three strikes. What is a member of the penal unit doing crying or playing?
Ocean forces at landfill number 4. You're firing on our VIP. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Missile.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have survived a few more shots like that.
Missile.
The general is speaking with the commander. Please fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. If they don't respond, shoot them down.
Fox 2.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more
more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters, and then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters.
Stall warning.
But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Arusi is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
ID'd as a Russian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Missile. 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 Missile.
This is one of ours.
Enemy's got a lock.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Caution.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Missile.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Missile. Missile.
Officers from countries annexed by Arusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Roger.
Understood.
For the next half hour.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses.
Missile.
They should be taking responsibility of the capital's fall, but instead they're
Ну
prolonging
ладно,
the war.
блядь.
Strider 1 is down.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Unidentified aircraft to the drone.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Fox 2.
Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Target hit.
Missile. Caution.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
Missile. Missile.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Missile.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Arusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood. The radicals truly believe boosted drone productions will make up for our losses.
They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too. Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erosion News Network. Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Check footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Hold on tight!
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Trigger, ceasefire.
Shit.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
Типа атаковать нельзя, да? Понял.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it was Osean either shots, do you?
I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
Mine. No good. Shit. Enemy on your back.
They're in my way.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
I'm on my target's tail.
Missile away.
Nice kill!
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition. What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Stall warning.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't abort the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden.
They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
More drones headed this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Roger. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Fox 3.
Missile. 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 Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it. We don't have the drive they need.